What if I told you that some animals can outsmart your kids, solve puzzles better than your friends, and even remember your face for years? Forget science fiction, real-life animal intelligence is stranger, deeper, and more fascinating than we ever imagined. Here are the top 10 smartest animals on Earth, and no, humans aren't on this list. Dogs, the loyal learners. They might be your best friend, but dogs are smarter than you think. Some, like border collies, can learn hundreds of words and follow complex commands. One dog, Chaser, knew over 1,000 names for different toys. But it's not just tricks. Dogs read gestures, recognize emotions, and respond with empathy. They've even been trained to detect diseases and save lives. Octopuses, the escape artists of the deep. With 8 arms, 3 hearts, and a donut-shaped brain that extends into their limbs, octopuses are some of the strangest and smartest creatures in the sea. They've been caught on camera escaping from aquariums, opening child-proof containers, and solving mazes. In one famous case, an octopus named Inky escaped from his tank, crawled across a room, and slipped down a drain pipe to freedom. Some scientists believe their intelligence is so alien, it's like studying a mind from another planet. Pigs, more than just farm animals. Don't underestimate the pig. These animals are clean, social, and highly intelligent, often smarter than dogs. In studies, pigs have been trained to use mirrors to find hidden food. Others learned to play basic video games with a joystick and understood when they won or lost. They can remember past experiences, recognize familiar humans, and even show emotional responses, like jealousy or grief. If pigs were less tasty, we'd probably see them in more homes than barns. Elephants, emotional giants with massive brains. Elephants have the largest brains of any land animal, and they know how to use them. They've been seen using sticks to scratch themselves, plugging drinking holes with bark to come back later, and recognizing themselves in mirrors, a sign of self-awareness only a few animals show. Even more touching is their emotional intelligence. Elephants mourn their dead, form deep family bonds, and comfort distressed companions by touching them with their trunks. Their intelligence is both logical and deeply emotional. Corvids, crows and ravens, the winged geniuses. Crows and ravens aren't just birds, they're brainiacs with feathers. As members of the corvid family, they've amazed scientists with their ability to plan, problem solve, and even teach each other. Ravens have been seen using tools, bartering for food, and choosing the right object to get a treat, days after watching a demonstration. Some even mimic human speech and machine sounds, unzip backpacks to steal snacks, and plan for the future. Crows, on the other hand, use traffic lights to crack nuts, strategically dropping them onto roads, then waiting for red lights to safely retrieve them. They've completed 8-step puzzles involving multiple tools and sequences, challenges that even great apes struggle with. And if you ever mess with a crow, be careful. They remember faces for years and pass that knowledge down through generations. Forget the bird brain, these birds might outthink you. African grey parrots, the talking thinkers. Don't be fooled by the chatter, African greys don't just mimic words. They understand them. One parrot, Alex, learned over 100 words and could correctly identify colors, shapes, numbers, and even express frustration. When asked how many red blocks were on a tray, Alex could count and answer out loud. These parrots can understand abstract concepts and even invent new phrases when learning. Dolphins, the brainy swimmers. Dolphins are social, playful, and astonishingly smart. They communicate using unique whistles, including signature sounds that act like names. In the wild, dolphins work together to herd fish, use sea sponges to protect their noses while foraging, and even teach these tricks to their young. In captivity, they understand commands, copy human actions, and even recognize themselves in mirrors. One dolphin famously imitated a researcher's movement just by watching on a screen. Underwater intelligence, refined. Orangutans, the forest engineers. Orangutans are solitary, slow, and incredibly wise. They use tools like sticks to extract honey, build elaborate tree nests each night, and learn by observation. One orangutan in captivity figured out how to siphon juice using a straw and a piece of cloth, without being taught. Another watched zookeepers unlock a cage and then picked the lock herself later using a wire. They've even used tablets, not as toys, but to communicate through symbols. Chimpanzees, problem-solving primates. Our closest living relatives, chimps, share 98.7% of our DNA and show intelligence that hits close to home. They can crack nuts with stones, use sticks to extract termites, and even hunt with spears. They form complex social groups, play politics, and have been taught elements of human sign language. In one experiment, chimps beat humans at a memory game involving flashing numbers, and they did it in under a second. Bonobos, the peaceful geniuses. Often overshadowed by chimps, bonobos are incredibly intelligent and gentle. They use tools, solve logic puzzles, and display empathy in powerful ways. Bonobos cooperate rather than compete, share food even with strangers, and have been trained to use lexicograms, symbols that represent words, to communicate with humans. Some bonobos can understand spoken English commands and respond accurately. They are thinkers, feelers, and peacemakers of the primate world. From forests to oceans, cities to farms, the world is full of brilliant minds. These animals remind us that intelligence comes in many forms. Which animal surprised you the most? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. We've got more mind-blowing top 10 content coming soon.